Hey, it's Richie and Wes.
He's Richie.
And he's Wes.
And this is our show.
Trolling social media and asking our sex question of the week.
My theory about the weather and happenings being intertwined is true. Because don't you feel like around every December, everything gets real slow?
Yep.
Because it's cold everywhere, hunkered down, it's like holidays time. And then the closer we get to summer,
things start to ramp up and go into a whirlwind.
Wow.
Well, we're having a little whirlwind here in Los Angeles today.
The wind here is incredible. We just had a heat wave, and now it's back down to the 60s.
I don't know what's going on.
The actual fuck.
And it happened literally overnight, because it was 95 degrees one day, then 65 the next.
Weather's being crazy. People are being crazy. The Oscars slap, I think. Really.
Yeah, Will Smith just slapped everything in complete disarray.
We didn't get any naughty stories this week because sometimes we can talk about other things.
Yeah.
Just
we are a
butts.
We are a multifaceted show here.
Although I haven't read the answer, so who knows?
We might have to edit this part out.
But a lot of people have opinions.
I'm shocked about that.
About PDA. Yeah,
yes,
surprise.
they do.
People having opinions on the internet? Oh, yeah. So we'll get to that at the end of the show. Up front, we don't like to talk about politics.
Oh, my words is going.
We try to take a break from all the nasty shit going on. But we need to talk about this don't say gay bullshit that is now spreading to 18 other states, including my birth state of Ohio, that are going to adopt similar laws. Not that are up to vote, by the way. These are all just legislative.
See, it's the juice from the wine.
Yeah, it is. To make it against the law to have any curriculum that includes queer people. There are queer people in history.
Right?
Like, we exist.
Always have. Always will.
And this constant attempt to erase us.
It's so many steps backwards. It's so weird.
Do you know what is fucking wild? In the 80s and 90s, there were similar laws enacted across a number of states.
You're kidding.
In which they basically tried to do the same thing, but in a more vague manner. This one tries to be more specific, but yeah, most of those have since been stricken down. But my microphone's like way down there.
Like, what happened? I thought I flew off. I'm like, what's going on? The wind just swept it right on off.
Swept into the studio. Knocking things all around. So this is not the first time that this has come around. There is a little bit of worry there, but it also is, just made up hysteria. It's completely made up hysteria over absolutely nothing.
I've said this before, but it still blows my mind how there's so much more information readily available for everyone, and you would think that would cause growth. But no, things stay the same or they just regress, if anything, which is so fascinating to me.
Renee Richards was a trans woman who was a tennis player in the 70s. We talked about her before.
Yeah.
Why is it that 40 years ago we had this conversation already? Why do we have to have it again?
There are just so many outlets and resources now for education and information, and it's just blows my mind how the more things change, the more things literally stay the same. And there's not the excuse of, back in the day, like, they didn't know. Well, we know shit now, and things still aren't fucking changing. No. So people just suck, is what it really boils down to. Let's just call it what it is.
This is such a random thought, but it also ties into our Patreon this week. Have you ever taken a first aid course or a CPR course?
Yes. Because back in the day when I was an X-ray, I was forced to. We had to. When I worked at the medical clinic, Beaver Medical Group in Redlands, California.
Okay, so...
Dude, every single year we had to get recertified.
Yeah. Right, I have to get recertified every 2 years.
Oh, yeah, because you deal with the medical on that too.
Right. Well, our studio didn't require it until now, but I've always had it because I actually remember doing it even when I was in middle school. And definitely for sure in high school, for sure as well. Maybe that's because I played sports. I don't know.
I think they just made us do it for some reason.
I was shocked at the number of people who said they had never, ever taken one. In their whole
Really?
life. Yes.
I felt like this was
full of
something.
adults.
This was something mandatory in school.
That's what I thought.
So
What are they teaching these kids?
Clearly nothing. Clearly,
They're spending too much time making laws about what you can't say.
right? They are teaching kids how to fucking film fights that happen every day and make them go viral on TikTok. That is what they are teaching kids in school.
Not enough time showing them how to use an AED and save somebody's life. Well, that just popped in my mind because I just took a research course with a group, which actually was kind of fun because it was a whole huge group of us.
Yeah.
But there's also something else that I had never, ever thought of in this way. And I'll have to save it for the Patreon.
Oh, that's a good cliffhanger.
Ready when I
don't give too much away because now
No.
I want to be surprised. I'm thoroughly intrigued
the
and I'm
way
hooked.
that the instructor put something where I was like, oh, I have never.
Ooh.
So yes, you'll have to pop over to the Patreon.
Get those credit cards out.
Exactly. Obviously, we're still talking about Will Smith. Like anytime you throw a pebble into a pond, there's a ripple effect. And he will not be attending the Oscars for the next decade.
I'm like, don't threaten me with a good time.
Could have been a year, whatever.
Right? I'm like, come on now.
First of all, okay, I don't expect anyone to like defend Will Smith in the way that we did and be like, you should have slapped him harder.
Yeah.
But
that's exactly what I said. And I will not change my stance on that.
I will not back down. Slap him again. But the extremes that people are going to and the way that they're acting so offended. What are they auditioning for Bridgerton? Like, oh,
right.
the offense. I just picture like really big hair and fans and, Jesus Christ, people are acting like.
I can't.
He has offended the Academy. Harry Lennox was arguing that Will Smith should return his Oscar to restore the award's honor.
What about fucking Weinstein?
Well, not only that, but Harry has never even been up for an Oscar. And second of all, he is someone who defended Joss Whedon during the whole Ray Fisher shenanigans. Pulling it never happened to me, so therefore, he's an upstanding guy.
He's the next one to get slapped.
Can't argue with that.
Just saying. Heard about the newest Todrick Hall situation?
Oh.
You have not?
No.
Oh, it's good. So he was on Celebrity Big Brother recently.
Uh-huh.
No one liked him. He was as conniving and horrible as you would think he would be. He made fun of a contestant on there, Shayna, and mocked her for, I think someone broke into her house or something like that, and they said something very specific, and he repeated that on her way out of the house to taunt her after she said it was the most traumatizing time of her life. This is how evil this fucking idiot is.
What is wrong with him?
Bragged about him getting or buying his dream home with his PPP loans, which you're not supposed to do. It's supposed to be for paying your people.
I hope the right people are listening to that.
Oh,
he doesn't pay his people.
Exactly, but it's like, why aren't you paying these people? Why are you purchasing a home? That doesn't make any sense.
That is his whole thing, is not paying people.
So he would just basically showed his entire ass on Celebrity Big Brother, and now he's getting sued for $60,000, wait for it, in unpaid rent. He lied about purchasing this home. He even made a YouTube showing his home, saying, and this is the kicker, because
oh my God,
it means so much to him being a gay black male to be able to purchase this multi-million-dollar mansion He feels like he's an inspiration to the community. If he can do it, you can too.
No.
Then went on and this is one of the, like, there's multi-layers of the best parts of this whole story.
I fucking cannot with this.
He had a registry on Amazon if his fans wanted to purchase things for his virtual housewarming. On here were paper towels.
What?
Dog food.
No.
Dawn dish soap. How are you asking your fans to buy you common household items when you just allegedly, and now we know this is incorrectly, purchased a multi-million-dollar home?
Obviously, he wasn't going to try to be paying for some paper towels either.
Yes.
What a swindle.
Yes. So, and a dumb one at that.
Oh my God. Yeah, because he's leaving receipts everywhere.
Yeah. He refused to do any press when he was ejected out of the Big Brother house, by the way.
Well.
The people who were in charge of, like, all the interviews and whatnot, literally the night that he got evicted, because it's all live, said, I'm not making this up. He has canceled any press whatsoever and has actually exited through a different, like, or different exit out of the actual studio.
He's been around for a while.
Yeah, he did those
really
Disney parodies. So now we know he's like a Disney villainous, really.
Truly.
He's like using his fans for his normal day-to-day goods, not paying his staff.
Oh, that's what I don't get.
Not paying your rent, lying about you owning a home.
Right. I don't understand why he has fans, how public it is that he doesn't pay people for working with him.
But yeah, so $60,000 he's being sued for, plus damages that are going to keep accruing by $1,000 per day.
Girl.
Did I tell you? This is like a genetic trait for them just being horrible. The story about his mother.
No.
Oh, here's some inside tea.
Well, this is probably where he gets it from. That's
so,
like grifters.
One of my friends, who will remain nameless, but you know who he is, he's actually sat in the show before, went to school. I want to say it was elementary school, with Todrick. And their mothers were coming to pick them up, and they were just waiting or whatever. And his mom has always gassed him up, and she bred this monster, basically, into what he is today. She comes up and says to my friend, while he is a child, mind you, "Oh, you're so-and-so's son, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's my dad." "Oh, yeah, we used to mess around together."
Ew.
And he's like, "Huh? Yeah, me and your dad used to date. We used to mess around." What?
He's like, "I'm 7.
Right? Seriously? What possesses you to say this to a child?
Ew.
Like, what?
Girl. Yeah. It tells a story. It definitely tells a story, doesn't it?
It does.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, it has, like I said, not been a secret. I don't understand how he continues to flail upward in all of this mess. Like,
or even get people to work with him.
Right.
I don't care how much of an opportunity I think I'm getting to be seen. I'm not about to be working for free after all this has been told to, like, and it's been completely out there in the public for years now. Just a mess. So,
well, we'll see what happens with that one. He might go to jail.
I would love that. I know. I'm not about locking up a black man, but you know what? This would be deserved. He's done too many people wrong. He's a horrible person.
Get him off the streets.
And so is his mother. So
lock her up too.
Lock the whole family up. Get a family jail situation going on.
Speaking of everyone in the family should be incarcerated, Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh my God, what did she do?
Is now a Fox News.
I saw that briefly.
Correspondent, whatever.
Are we shocked?
Here's what this got me thinking about, because I immediately, I'm pouring some more wine for this. It immediately made me think about someone who, like, truly is turning on their own kind, basically. I was like, what an Uncle Tom.
Yes.
And
the Stacey Dash of the trans community.
But then I thought, Uncle Tom was like, is that an offensive term? And I really looked it up, and it's really not an offensive term.
I love that you literally look up everything when it comes to, like, am I possibly being offensive? As you should. I commend you for it.
Because it is certainly rooted in race, because Uncle Tom's Cabin is the book that Uncle Tom comes from, and it has become more of an insult.
Yes.
But it wasn't really initially that way in the book. Like, Uncle Tom in the book is not a traitor to his kind and doesn't think of himself or his people as being less than anyone else. But he is subservient.
Yes.
Right. But yeah, the whole situation just got me thinking about, like, who does she have? The gay community threw her arms open when she said she was trans and came out and were like, okay, cool, bitch.
Yep.
Welcome to the family. And then 3 seconds later, when
kicked out of the cookout, was getting read on her own reality show.
Yes,
which I loved.
Yeah.
I love that those women did not back down and were not about to be like. No, they're like, you are privileged, and that's what it is. You sound privileged. You're acting privileged, and we didn't have this privilege that you have. You know, we can't just go and drop 200 grand and transition as quickly as you did. We couldn't get jobs.
Right.
Like, and that's the reality of the situation, and you're acting like we don't exist and other trans people don't exist who have these struggles. So I will say good for E for not editing that into her favor and letting the actual trans women.
The real stars of that show was everybody else.
Oh yes, it was great. I tuned in just to see what it was going to be, and I was like, oh, they are reading the fuck out of her. Good for them. Can you even find that on streaming anymore, or did she have that completely scrubbed?
I don't know. She might have had it scrubbed, but
because it did not paint her in the best light at all.
So she doesn't really have the trans community, queer community. She doesn't have her celebrity community, right? Because, I mean, she's not on those shows anymore.
Yeah.
She's not, right. She doesn't really fit in there. So she's got to try to slither around and make these connections elsewhere. And now it's over at Fox.
I mean, I guess welcome home over there until you get the Stacey Dash treatment. I give it 2 seasons of whatever she's going to be on.
Something that's going to happen.
Yeah.
She's in a, backstage conversation with someone over there because they're fucking psychos.
And she'll want our sympathy and our arms to reopen. Nope. The door is closed.
Girl.
And you can watch Caitlyn get read on her own show on Hulu, actually. It is streaming there.
Hulu it up. Yes. Yeah. That's some good TV right there. That's some shit.
It was great. They would not get off her neck every episode. It was so... Oh, gosh. Fucking A. Okay.
I mean, let's lighten the mood. The biggest news, the news that crashed the internet, fireworks were going off around Los Angeles. Britney Spears is pregnant!
Yes!
Do you get notifications when she updates, or do you just see it in your feed?
I don't get notifications for shit. You know this. I'm on Do Not Disturb half the day.
I know you love her so much. So.
I do. No, but what I do have friends that will text me the second anything happens. So I'll wake up like, why did I have 7? And I go, oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I love how her Instagram captions are like a little tiny diary entry or something.
Yes, totally.
I mean, to us, obviously.
Yeah.
All the emojis and everything. And then, like, it kind of looks funny when you're reading it, but then when you think about it...
Yeah.
When you're typing into Instagram, it doesn't, like, open that text field up. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't really format a longer text.
No.
On Instagram.
It's very weird.
Very well. So... And again, since she's just sort of new to social media, because she's not been allowed to do it.
Yeah.
Just again, to think of it from her perspective, like, Anyway, it's just really cute.
It
how
really is. It's very innocent.
Yes.
It's
But how she's kind of giving us a little, like, story and all this little insight to what happened and all this stuff. I thought that was very cute. She's like, "Oh, I guess you're having a food baby."
Right.
But the
And
food
it's
baby
like-
got bigger.
It's kind of like when we do the show. We'll start talking about one thing and then we'll segue to something else. And we'll
Emoji.
and we'll totally circle back around because she'll go off topic in the middle of things, but it's literally like she's just typing and then she remembered, oh fuck, I forgot to say that. But instead of going back and like,
Right.
you know, like inserting things or whatever, she just keeps on typing.
Because again, on Instagram, you can see maybe 3 or 4 lines in there, and then to try and go back up and add
It's
shit,
like,
it's
no.
too hard. So just keep typing.
Keep doing your thing, girl. And congratulations to her and Sam. That's what she wanted. I had someone be like, what do you think about it? I'm like, oh, I think it's fine. Like, it's like, oh, you like...
That's great.
They're like, I think that she just is like, should be working on like...
Working?
Like her career and just like her normalcy and blah, blah. I'm like, that career's gotta be put on hold for quite a long time. I think this is what she needs for her normalcy. I'm like, she loves children. They seem to root her.
Yeah.
And career, she'll release the book when she wants to. She wants a normal life.
We're also
to get
right. We're also in a time where she could do a bop, one.
Yes, literally.
And have it come out, and
that'll be fine.
That would be great. And I think she was talking about being in the studio or whatever, but she doesn't need to. Why does she need to work?
No,
she has millions of dollars.
Yeah, it's like finally has access to it, so she can sit back.
She's making money every month.
Yes.
Buy some perfume.
Yes.
Go like support.
She'll be okay.
She's got products out. Go buy some
This will probably help her mental state, honestly.
You know what I was thinking? Because you brought up the photo of when the conservatorship started. She was carrying, I think, both of her kids at the time. And now they are taller than her.
Yes.
Having a baby provides an opportunity for her whole family, the boys included, to really sort of start fresh and be able to all really experience this together. And this could really bring the whole family together because they have this shared experience. And I'm not even into babies or whatever, but
same. But I mean, hey. Hopefully it's a little girl that she's always wanted.
They get to heal through this.
Exactly. So it'll be, I think it'll be a nice little change of events. She's been wanting it. He's been wanting it. She's been talking about it forever. Has been withheld from even trying to get pregnant because she had that IUD installed. And that weird situation she was in with her fucking horrible father, who's still under investigation. So good for her.
Yes.
Good for her. Bad for T.I. Did you see this? Did you hear this?
What?
I don't know where this came from, but he has decided to try to be a stand-up comedian.
Oh, no.
He was booed in New York.
Oh, no.
And it's all on video. And I absolutely love that this is happening. I mean, like, there was someone in the audience.
Not everyone can be funny.
And recording. Someone was heckling him. And in a room full of black people, if they're cheering on the white man heckling T.I., that T.I.'s in the wrong, and their people are done with him. And his stand-up just sucked.
You got to be quick if you're gonna be on that stage and try to do stand up.
It was just great, and like the person panned from T.I. back to the audience, and there are people like rolling their eyes, checking their phone, like shaking their head. They were tweeting like, "This man is horrible." I love when these types of things happen because he's a horrible person. And it's disgusting. And let's not forget an alleged rapist and sexual assaulter. And I wish him nothing at all. And I'm happy that this is happening to him. Boom some more. I'm happy Chris Rock got slapped. I'm happy he's getting booed. I'm loving this. I don't think Will Smith cares about being banned from the Oscars. I really don't.
He can still win an Oscar. I don't think he gives a fuck.
And nor should he. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Fucking Louis C.K. is fucking
should
still
care
winning
about-
Grammys.
To bring this back to all that, he should care about the whole thing with Jada. Did you see that video
Yes, where he's
that
like,
came out where she's trying to video him
and he's
in their
like,
house?
please don't record me.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm still in it with this foolishness. And he's like, no, like, I don't want to be recorded. You can let me know when you're going to be recording me. And she just is like, oh, Lord, marriage concert, please come. I'm like, oh, my God. Leave her.
Get out.
Your kids are grown.
Get out. Yeah. Oh my God. Well,
I'm like, this is literally a domestic abuse situation right in front of our eyes.
break it up.
Because had that been the other way around,
Right.
and it were a man doing that to a woman, it'd be off their head.
Well, Disney said off with her head because Tyra Banks,
Oh, Lord.
who has somehow tanked the ratings for Dancing with the Stars, which used to be a huge ratings juggernaut on ABC, they have decided it's going to be their first live show on Disney Plus, meaning they are resigned to a significantly smaller audience. We hear about the Kardashians all the time, and they're always making all this news, and they're always blah, 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 blah. Because that shit is free.
Yeah.
Right? The Kardashians, a good season average maybe 2 million viewers an episode.
Oh, yeah. Nene Leakes brought this up, and she was pissed off at everyone and exposing everyone. She was like, I don't understand. I mean, she was getting paid a decent amount of money, but not. She was like, she's like, Housewives of Atlanta have double or triple the ratings of the Kardashians. Why the fuck aren't we getting paid Kardashian money? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Whatsoever. And I'm like, I can't argue with that. She's 100% correct.
Well, Dancing with the Stars used to get 30 million viewers.
Until they brought on Tyra, It's All About Me Banks.
Yes. And a lot of people have complained specifically about her.
Uh-huh. Every week.
She's terrible.
I see her trending whenever they're airing, and it's always Tyra. Or so Tyra, because, you know, Twitter does that thing where if enough people tweet, like, even 2 words, it'll... And it was mostly, like, somehow we didn't know how she would make a dancing competition about herself, but she definitely does when she's just supposed to be fucking hosting this shit.
She's coming out in giant dinosaur costumes and shit like that.
And talking about how every single theme every week inspired her when she was modeling. And oh my god.
Oh my god, Tyra.
We get it. When you're a model in Paris at age 15.
You can stop.
God, you were feeling lonely, and then you listened to Janet Jackson's "I Get Lonely," and then that inspired the Janet Jackson night for the theme for Dancing with the Stars. That's literally what happens every fucking episode.
She's terrible. People are pissed.
At what now?
At Killing Eve, the show is.
Oh, yeah.
They're very upset. Spoiler alert: she dies. And people are mad that they finally gave these lesbians a relationship only to literally rip it away 2 seconds later. We also got this in Buffy the Vampire Slayer when we had Willow and Tara together, but of course she had to get shot by a random ass bullet.
What?
Why?
Yeah.
Like, why?
And a lot of random shit happened in Buffy, but that was one of the most, like, random, like, what the hell? Why was that even necessary?
And when you think about it, that happens a lot to the gay character. It makes them more sympathetic or whatever. And it's like the red shirt on fucking Star Trek, where, right, if it's a minority character,
you already know,
or a black person or a Hispanic person, they're probably going to be the one that dies first, or whatever.
Or even in horror films, you already know who's going to be gone first. Right? It's going to be the black guy.
So people are rightly upset that they have put this ending into the series, and I think it's fair, to bring that up. Because it has happened consistently.
For a long time. It literally is a trope now.
Well, we spoke about this a few weeks ago on the show. Sam Elliott going off on a bizarre homophobic rant. in which he apologized. And he didn't say, "Oh, I'm sorry you felt that way." He said, "I said things that upset people, and that was wrong." So whether or not you are willing to forgive Sam Elliott is up to you. But he at least, full stop, came out and acknowledged what he said was the words that came out of his mouth.
Mm-hmm. They were wrong.
Taken out of context. That they were incorrect to say that. And he apologized.
I can deal with that. I need one more person to apologize, though, while we're wrapping this up.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse Smollett. I need him to apologize for being so goddamn annoying and never fucking going away. I
thought he was going away for a few months.
Well, yeah, we all thought that. And then he got released, which, whatever. This motherfucker just released a song.
Is it called I'm Innocent?
Oh, hold on. I'm getting the receipts because I don't want to... I do not want to fuck up the title because it's just that good. It is called Thank You God. It is 5 minutes. And wait for it. This is not satire at all. It's about seeing through the true enemy during his whole ordeal with his whole fraud situation.
Is it about
right? I'm like, is it a self-reflection? No, it's not. It's about fucking society.
Oh, that made him do it?
Right? So yeah, please. You know he's not doing that.
See, that's the whole opposite of the Sam Elliott thing. The Sam Elliott thing, like, I can respect it, but also still side-eye you for the rest of my life. But Jesse...
it's like a dog with a bone. He won't let it go.
Oh my God.
Like, sit back, chill, let people
be slapped.
Like, yes, I'll do it. He'll probably like it. I'm like, he should have just, does he not have PR? Does he not have management saying, surrender all of your devices. You are not recording anything. You are disappearing for a good 7-8 months. And we are going to rebrand you after this bullshit. He's like digging himself more and more and more. Is. It's not like he's some like big artist to where like he could release something and make some extra coin. No.
Who is going to even stream that song?
I'm not. I'm waiting for someone to upload it onto Twitter just so I can listen to a snippet because I'm not doing a 5-minute song about anything. First of all, unless you're Mariah Carey.
First of all, he needs to find God, and second of all, he needs to get involved with the community. He needs to get involved with therapy. He needs to like fix himself.
Thank you, God. God's like, now why am I in it? Y'all just be throwing me into stuff. I didn't do nothing. Just sitting on my cloud, like what? He's like, I'm not responsible for this. Oh yeah, the sex question of the week.
PDA or nay? What is too much?
I love that, by the way.
I have so many stupid puns. PDA or no way? That was 2. I gotta workshop it. We wanted to know what your limits were for PDA.
Do you love it? Do you not? Let's find out.
Yeah, people have definitely strong opinions about it.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I see like some fully formed sentences in here. That's different than the normal here. Normally it's like one word. We're like, really? What does that mean? Or omni supervisor, which
how is that?
Okay.
A sexual position? But okay.
All right, here we go. Enough is never enough.
All right.
Here we go.
So very pro PDA.
This person said, any at all, I can't even hold hands in public or in front of multiple people.
Oh.
Wow, okay.
All right.
And here, we're already falling into the fucking remedial part of the sex question.
It happens every week.
Yep.
Someone fails.
To some degree on the scale to the other. Getting touchy-feely. Okay, do you like it? Do you not? Where is this going?
What does that mean?
And I double checked to make sure that this was not a continuation because Instagram is weird. Nope, that's all they said.
All right, so don't touch.
I mean, you get a plus for participation, I guess.
You tried.
Whatever you're doing, probably. What? God. Jesus Christ. We had so much hope.
We said PDA. What is too much? That is the question. It was not that difficult to answer.
Oh, God, here we go. Blowjobs, unless it's fulsome.
Wow. All right.
We're getting back on track. Do what you want. It's nobody's business. That's more of a suggestion, but that's fine. I'll take, after the last few, I'll take that.
I will say, yes, maybe people should just be allowed to do whatever the fuck they want.
Now we're back on track. Depends. At gay bars, go fucking wild. Anywhere else, enough to not get you jumped.
Oh.
Fair.
Sad but fair.
Sad but fair, yes. And then the next one, anything. I'm giving this to you now.
Okay.
That was quite a mixed bag of information from Jump.
As someone said, nope. This respondent, straight people are too much.
How does this happen? We think we're so straightforward with these things, and then these things happen.
Too much would be a handy in the supermarket. Yes, I would definitely.
Now we're back on track. There we go.
Anything with tongue would be too much. Oh, I like this response. This definitely makes sense to PDA. What is too much? Not really. Thank you.
Thank God we're not like college professors. Could you imagine us grading fucking papers?
PDA. What is too much? You can find that at Richie and Wes. If you're not following us on Instagram, you too could also send us bizarro answers.
Yes. That we will read on air because they are so fucking odd, nonsensical, and not following the assignment.
Maybe they just meant not really. Like, there's nothing that's really.
Maybe. Let's elaborate on those things,
offended.
though.
Maybe it's like they just got cut off. Straights making out. All right. Straights are
not our friends on this show, apparently, for this segment.
Doing it this week. Someone said enough is never enough. Okay.
All right, and here we go again. Never too much. All right, Luther Vandross. Never too much, never too much. I don't understand what this means, but okay, we're going to try it. Kissing over tens or kissing with tongue?
Oh, 10 seconds.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what?
Yeah, 10 seconds.
Okay, thank you for that. I was all like, is this a rating system? I'm so confused right now. Too much? Is there such a thing?
Oh, well, that's what we were asking.
Right, exactly.
What is too much?
Here we go. Nothing. Okay, so nothing is too much. Okay.
Cool. You got this, Simon, at least.
Sex. With a little, shrug emoji. Unless it's in a sauna, in which case, nothing.
Okay.
No. Next person. No. Next person. Oral.
All right. Wow.
I thought this would be a lot more straightforward for
that's okay.
for the answers. And you know what? Every week I make an assumption, and most times I'm incorrect. So let me just stop trying to do that.
Yeah, I had someone say that even hand holding was too much for them. And then I'm like, hold on. I've seen your Instagram. You definitely have a husband that I've seen you taking pictures with.
Uh-oh. Call them out. Expose them.
Yeah, I find that PDA is something most people are a little hypocritical about.
Mhm.
Because even for myself, I can definitely say that anyone, 10-second kiss, that's like, get the fuck out. Get a fucking room.
Yeah.
Tongue, if I can see your tongue touching someone else's tongue, I hope we're in a sex club.
Mm-hmm. And even then, it should be touching something else.
Right? So, yes, but yeah, I am very guilty of, like, I'm a very touchy-feely person. Like, if I'm going out with someone and I'm hanging out with them and we're sitting next to each other at dinner, yeah, I'm probably going to have my hand on their thigh, or I'm going to have my arm around them, or I'm going to, so, yes, I am a physical touch person, but I also am not, like, with someone either. And that could also be extended to the person on the other side of me as well. Where, like, when I'm talking to them, I'm probably, like, hugging them or putting my hand, you know what I mean? Putting my hand on their shoulder or whatever. That's how I communicate. Yeah. So, and they're probably
physical touch is Wes's love language.
Yeah, exactly. And they're probably reciprocating. But we're not, like, making out or, like, touching tongues or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. What about you, Richie Rich? And
I do like a peck here and there.
Yeah. I was going to say, remember.
However.
I know you.
However, if I'm single and drunk at a bar somewhere, or especially a nightclub, which I have not been to a nightclub in a very long time.
I think nightclubs have.
I can be spotted making out in the dance floor with a random stranger from time to time.
Nightclubs have broader rules.
Yes, this is also pre-COVID, obviously. Yeah. Nowadays, not really. Plus, I'm talking to someone now, so, there's that.
Right. I think more like restaurants. Or,
things like that.
At the park.
That's like restaurants. No, I'm like, I will definitely have my hand on your thigh. We can hold hands at the table. We can go in for a peck.
Yeah. 10-second rule.
Yeah. Even that's too long. Like,
10 seconds is a long time.
A peck is fine. Like, but I'm not tonguing someone down at, like, a fucking fancy restaurant in front of my, like, $80 steak and my bottle of wine. No, I'm not doing that. There's a time and a place. And that time and place is Mickey's at around midnight.
Exactly.
And that's fine. I'm no saint. I'm a proud maker-outer.
No, I think
when I'm feeling a little juicy and
clubs have a little bit of a different perspective.
Yeah.
And I do think though that sometimes PDA is a sign of it's rebellion. I am wondering if I were to go back to, again, Ohio's my birth state. It's not my home state because I haven't lived in Ohio. I've lived out in California longer. I'm a California boy. I lived in California far longer than I lived in Ohio, but I do have family back there and stuff. I remember coming up, like, when I was very young, because I was out when I was young, and I had a boyfriend, we would hold hands at the mall.
Good for y'all. Good for y'all.
And that probably could have been dangerous, but the fact that we're both very tall and
size does help.
Very confident, and usually with a group of friends.
Strength in numbers.
We never got shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Now I would feel super confident doing that.
I would, I think.
I mean, I would, but I also would. Like, back then, I wasn't even, like, it wasn't until someone else brought it up.
Okay.
That I even thought about it.
Got you, okay.
Now
you just have more information now, so that makes sense. Okay.
Now I would definitely be way more conscious of it. Maybe, I don't know, like, why is it I would think it would be the opposite. I would think
I would be the opposite.
Mature, that you have more confidence because you're like, fuck it, I haven't died yet, so whatever. But I have found as I have matured, I have less faith and less confidence.
See, I'm the opposite.
Are you?
Yes, because there's way more technology now. I'm like, I can live stream in a heartbeat. Like, people will be recording, and like, you can catch people now.
That is
back in the day, like
facial recognition.
Yeah, back in the day, absolutely not. I'd be like, oh no, I'm gonna get jumped by a dumpster, and then that's the end for both of us. Like, I admire you for that. That was not me back in the day. No. Me and my boyfriend in high school were just feigning sleepover so we could give each other blowjobs in his bedroom and his parents went to sleep. We definitely weren't holding hands at the mall. We'd go in the bathroom and make out for a little bit, and that was about it.
Yeah.
And that'd be with like one of us like literally on the toilet standing up and the other one, so if anyone like saw like underneath, you would just see one set of feet, and then we'd wait until someone like left, and then one of us would sneak out. It was a whole thing. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we were very, very out. We had a big group in college, and you know, we probably had more PDA than we like should have.
Yeah.
But like our friends did too. You know, we've all felt comfortable with each other.
Yeah.
And there was a big group of us.
Were they all gay or mixed?
No, it was all gay.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah.
You were lucky. I envy you.
Yeah. Like a very large group of friends. And very actively gay. Like part of the gay alliance, part of Lambda Union, like
all the way over there?
Yo, yeah.
My gay ass is fucking over here in Palm Springs, and my ass is like afraid of getting jumped.
No, we were like...
And I was getting called a faggot in the bathroom by the fucking 4 football jocks.
Yeah.
Wow, you think that would be totally like, flipped around?
Literally out and proud, yeah.
Interesting.
I think the more militant you are sometimes, the less people are apt to fuck with you.
Gotcha. Fair.
I'm reclaiming it. I'm reclaiming all of that. that confidence. Like, I was just fire. Like, it was just like no one could touch me. Oh my gosh. That was a good one. I like all the PDA things. We'll do something nasty next week.
We will.
Yeah.
Every so often we take a little break.
Yes.
No.
We'll have to do something about cum or something next week.
Yeah, it'll be extra naughty next week. Balance is key.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Be sure to check out our sponsors and our show notes and save some money by using our coupon codes. Until next time,
goodbye.
Bye.